certainly, me coming back for my day off today, I did not expect to be like this. Today is Friday, the 26th of April, 2024. Of course, I'm DSP, and I welcome you all here to the show. I hope that you all are doing well. You had a good day away on Thursday, I hope. And, man, do we have a lot to talk about and digest. So here's the deal, all right? My last stream before I went on break was Wednesday night, and I decided to play Fallout 4. Now, I had already decided I was going to play Fallout 4 starting this weekend because the next-gen update for the game was going to launch yesterday. But that was my day off, and I said, well, I'll play it, as I come back probably on Saturday-ish. Just hoping to get, a nice kind of balanced playthrough along with everything else that I'm doing. People had said this is the right time to play Fallout because the TV show is so popular and everyone is jumping into Fallout all over the place, right? And I said, well, you know what? Even though the next gen update isn't out yet, I want to get a head start on playing Fallout 4. I want to get through the intro, right? I want to make my character, get out of the vault, and basically get to the part where when we play again, we can actually hit the ground running with the story, okay? And that's exactly what we did on Wednesday night. We played for about 2.5 hours, and here's the funny part about it. Even though there was no next-gen update yet on Wednesday night when I played it with you guys, you could still play the game at 60 frames per second, but only if you had the Xbox Series consoles. Why? Because Microsoft now owns Bethesda and basically initiated a program where you could do an FPS boost feature on these games to make them run at full 60 frames per second. So what ended up happening was I booted up the game and it was running at 30, and I was like, this isn't right. I know for a fact that you can improve this. And after messing around for a minute, we found it, the FPS boost feature. And then I played for 2.5 hours at 60 frames per second. And let me tell you, the game looks great at 60 frames. It feels so much better than when I played it in 2015 on the Xbox One at a very choppy sub 30 frames. Remember, that was one of the major complaints I had, was the graphical performance just was not that good on the Xbox One back in the day. And so I played for the 2.5 hours, 2 videos. I very wisely titled the first video 60 frames per second so that people would know it's Fallout 4 at 60 frames. And I go ahead and I upload the videos and I said, all right, I'm off, right? I'll see you guys Friday. And on Friday, today, the intention was today we were going to play a new game called Another Crab's Treasure. It's an indie game that came out yesterday on Game Pass. It's supposed to be a Souls-like style gameplay with a cute crab fighting in an undersea world. And I was like, we'll just do that. And then, we'll go back to Fallout on Saturday when the next-gen update has been applied, and we'll see what happens, right? So I go to sleep. And I come back, I get back up in the morning, all right? And in the morning, I always refresh my stuff, and I want to see what's there, and I approve comments, and I do all this stuff. I'm getting ready for my day out with my wife, and I refresh everything, and it says, Fallout 4 Part 1 has 18,000 views on it. And I said, what? 18,000 views in 12 hours or so. Like, that's unprecedented. I haven't had a video go that popular on this channel in over 5 years. Usually my videos, even if they get an audience, they get a slow build. Well, they'll start with like 1,000, and then they'll get a little more and a little more. It'll be a slow climb, a slow build. And then eventually, if it becomes very popular, it'll be within like a week maybe. I'll build to, say, 10, 20,000 viewers or something like that. And that's it. Like, this channel is not popular anymore. So I don't usually get anything above 10,000 views unless rare cases, okay? So I immediately look at it and I'm like, I definitely want to see where this came from or whatever. But it's funny because I'm looking and basically it all happened at once. What do I mean by that? I mean, this video had maybe 1,000 to 2,000 views overnight. And then all of a sudden, it got a ginormous spike in views within about a 2 to 3 hour period. All right, that gave tons of views. So basically the thing is you can't see the data right away on YouTube. You have to wait a little bit to analyze the data. But I had a feeling I knew what happened. Basically, people Tuesday or Thursday morning. They're looking for this next gen update. They want to see what the game looks like with the next gen update. Many people maybe are thinking about, should I buy the game to play it with the next gen update, right? And they're searching YouTube, and essentially my video hit the algorithm, and they watched it thinking this video was Fallout 4 with the next gen update applied, because I had titled that video 60 frames per second, which is true. The video is 60 frames per second. But all you got to do is watch a few minutes into the video. You'll realize I say outright, no, this is not the next gen version yet, but I'm going to do this FPS boost feature, and I enable it or whatever, and that's how I got the 60 frames. So basically, I think that's what happened, but I can't confirm it yet, right? So I just announced to everyone, hey guys, the video hit the algorithm, check it out. At that point, I want to say the video had a total of around 20,000 views, okay? And that was yesterday morning. So actually around the same time right now, yeah, actually it's around the same time right now. Yesterday is when that happened. Hold on one second, because I got to do something. Stupid thing. Ugh. Of course I have to be interrupted by a stupid thing on my laptop. It wants to do a Windows update. No, you're not going to do a Windows update now when I'm streaming. You're going to shut up so that I can actually do my stream. They won't even let me pause the update. You've got to be joking me. This is pissing me off because now I got to do it later. Here, I'm just going to push this a few days so it'll stop bothering me. Because if I don't do this now, it's going to keep bothering. Windows is so pushy now. Like, you tell Windows, oh, I actually don't want to do the update. And they're like, oh, you have to do it anyway. Like, but I don't want to do it. I'm telling you, I don't want to do it right now. I'm busy, or I'm doing, oh, no, you got to do the update. Windows is going to tell me what to do with my own PC, huh? Interesting. Anyway. So, about 24 hours ago, the video had about 20,000 views. I announced this to the internet. I put it up on my Twitter and on my community post on the video, or on the channel. And I start taking a look at comments, because I realized there's a lot of comments that have hit this video overnight because it went viral. Or not viral, but it hit the algorithm on YouTube, and people can't see the comments. So I started approving comments left and right. I start responding to comments. I post up things like, hey, check out my Fallout 3 series over on DSP Throwback. Hey, I reviewed the Fallout TV show. You know, it is what it is. And basically all of the algorithm stuff dies down within 2-3 hours. And what I mean by that is, like, the algorithm, it hit the algorithm probably between 7 to 10 a.m. yesterday. And by noon yesterday, done. Algorithm's done with it. Discarded it. So now all those views that were coming in are gone. But now what's happening is people are curious. What happened? Why did the video get so many views? So more people are now coming. You know, I have a ridiculous amount of subscribers on this channel. Most of them don't watch the content anymore. But, you know, people get curious. What happened? Phil had a video with 25,000 views within a few hours. That's crazy. Let's go check it out. So over the course of yesterday, I still got like another 5,000 views on the video as like residual views that had nothing to do with the algorithm, but just the fact that people out of curiosity wanted to see why this video got the amount of views that it did. Okay. What I find absolutely hilarious, once again, the insano conspiracy theorists out there. Oh, it's view botting. No, that's not how view botting works. That's literally not how view botting works at all. View botting doesn't apply that way. I know, because people try to view bot my streams, and it doesn't work like that. YouTube does not count view bot views like that. It'll show on a stream. It will not show on a video like that. It's completely stupidity for any idiot to say that. Plus, which I'm going to talk about, we're going to go into the analytics of the video to show you what it looks like. But yeah, it was 100% legit. It was the algorithm. And then there's people who just can't accept the fact that a video of mine got any views, and they're like leaving comments saying, oh, this video is not 60 frames. You're a liar. You mistagged it, or you mistitled it. The video is blatantly 60 frames. You just watch it. I mean, you have to watch it at the right resolution. On YouTube, you can't see 60 frames unless you watch at 720p or above. So maybe people are just so dumb. They're trying to watch the video at like 480 or 360, and they think that it's 60 frames, which it would never be. But If you watch it in HD, it's 60 frames. And I even show you in the video how I enabled the 60 frames. It's not like, oh, this is a misleading video where I'm lying. I literally, in the video, show you the FPS boost menu and how to enable it and how you can get it on the Series S right now or Series X right now, even without the next-gen update. So I just find it absolutely hilarious what these idiots say and do just to discredit the fact that anything would actually go well for me, right? So anyway, basically now, the video's now been out for about a day and a half, okay? The video has 25,000 views and climbing. It is continuing to get a few hundred views, you know, in a few hours. So I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up being even higher over the next several days as people start to watch this playthrough. Because the thing is, on YouTube, this is how it works. When you see a video with a lot of views, you tend to check it out. It's just that simple. If you see Fallout 4 playthrough part 1 and it has 300 views, you're like, it must not be good. If you see Fallout 4 playthrough part 1 and it has 25,000 views, you're like, oh, that must be pretty good. I'll check it out, right? That's just the nature of how humans act. They don't, for some reason, an arbitrary number on a video dictates the level of quality when in reality it doesn't. It doesn't mean shit, right? Anyway, so with all that happening, I made a decision that today I was going to change my schedule so that we would play more Fallout 4 since, number one, the stream actually did pretty good. People liked it when I played it on Wednesday night. And now we've got some hype building behind the game. In addition, today we are actually playing the next-gen version of the game. It is applied. It is installed. All the DLCs are in there. So now when we play today, any improvements or things that they've done should actually be shown in the gameplay. So unlike the first two videos where the next gen, you know, wasn't applied, now it is. So now I can actually title the video Next Gen Update for Fallout 4. And it's legit, right? So that is what we're doing today. And all this means is that another Crab's Treasure will be tomorrow. Okay? Let's continue playing Fallout 4. By the way, I got a taste of it on Wednesday night. It's a melee build I'm doing this time. I'm basically doing like the idiotic brute who's kind of like an idiot savant, meaning he'll be able to do certain things like lockpick, but he won't be able to do speech challenges. He actually will not be able to hack at all, okay? So, I'm excited for more today because this is a different build like which I haven't done. Melee with luck based and you know, lockpick. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited. So, hopefully the playthrough continues on. Now, here's the thing. Do I think that this playthrough is going to continue to have this many viewers? No, absolutely not. In fact, just look at parts 1 and 2. Part 1 of the playthrough currently has 25,000 views and climbing. It's still increasing, like I said, a few hundred every couple hours, right? But part 2 has around 2,000. See, it's hard to tell. It actually has 2,800 viewers. I can tell you that because when I look in YouTube Studio, it actually shows you the true viewers of a video. Excuse me, I misspoke. 2,500 viewers? Yeah. Part 2 has 2,500 viewers. It doesn't show yet. The video says like 2,300, but the thing with YouTube is that there's always a lag when it shows true views. So I can see in my YouTube Studio app that it actually has 2,500. So I mean, just right there. Why the drop off? Because part 2 didn't hit the algorithm. Part 2 doesn't say 60 frames. And that's what people were looking for. They were looking for next-gen upgrade, 60 frames. That's what they found in the algorithm. In fact, I'll tell you in a second. I'm actually going to bring up the results here in YouTube Studio to explain to you exactly how the algorithm works. But now what's going to happen is at least I have a playthrough that has views on it, right? And some people might gravitate towards checking it out. And the thing is, I have a lot of Fallout content, right? I have not only this playthrough I'll be doing, I have 3 playthroughs of Fallout New Vegas, 2 playthroughs of Fallout 3, all on this channel, the original Fallout 4 playthrough from many years ago. And now in that 25,000 view video, I have 2 links, one to my Fallout 3 remastered playthrough that's going up on my throwback channel and also to my review of the TV show. So hopefully over time, some views will gravitate to my other Fallout content. Okay. And you might say, well, what is the big deal about all this? Why are you acting like it's a big deal? Because it is. This is what used to happen all the time on this channel. I would play a hot new release or something new that was popular and people were talking about, and people would watch that and then gravitate towards all the other content on my channel. What's happened is in the last 5 years, this channel doesn't show up in the YouTube algorithm almost ever. So because of that, all we get is the same people every day coming by to watch the content, and that's not going to grow, and there's nothing I can do about that. That's the nature of how YouTube works. So hopefully this one spike that I got in the algorithm will result in some extra views spilling over to my other content, and people will like some of my other content, because I do a lot of content, let's be honest, right? So now to give you some specifics, because people immediately are going to say, well, what are the analytics of the video, right? Like, tell us truly what happened with this video. We were interested in you know, how it went and everything. So you're going to love these analytics, trust me, because you're going to laugh your ass off. Let me actually click on the video specifically to get its specific analytics. So far, 25,700 views and climbing. You may not be able to see that, but that's the true views, because the actual studio app shows me true views, not views that are stuck and not showing yet. So 25,700 and climbing. Okay. Where were the sources of the views? Where did they come from? Was it view bots? No. Here's the evidence. It says right here, YouTube search, meaning the algorithm, accounted for 21,100 of those views. So that means the other views, the other 4,000, 5,000 views came from legitimately my audience, or from other things like word of mouth, like when I posted up on Twitter that the video was going viral, or other people started talking about it and sharing it around. Okay? But 21,100 views just because it hit the YouTube algorithm for 3 hours. Because it only hit the algorithm for 3 hours and then it was removed. Because I can actually see in, where is it? I can see in the watch time. Here it is. Yeah, absolutely. Here it is. Here's the real-time views. I can click on this chart. It's an amazing chart. Okay. So within the first 4 to 5 hours of being out, it only had a few hundred views. Then all of a sudden, hour 6, it got 2,000 views. Hour 7, it got 3,000 more. Hour 8, it got 4,000. Hour 9, it got 5,000. Hour 10, it got another 4,000, and then it went to almost 0. So basically, hours 5 to 10, it hit the algorithm, and then it was removed from the algorithm within 5 hours. Just gone. Right? Unbelievable. So, that's pretty crazy. That's how YouTube works these days, right? Nothing even stays in the algorithm for more than a few hours. The only way it continues to get views is if it gets so many views within those few hours, now it's trending for a different reason. So you might say, well, hold on. Why was it trending? I'll tell you why, because you can look at the search terms. Let me find it. Where was it? Reach? I got to find the search term people were searching for. Here it is. YouTube search terms. 43.5% of people who were looking on YouTube were looking for Fallout 4 Next Gen Upgrade. Guess what? None of those words were in my video title at all. The video title is 60 frames of nuclear fun. That's all it is. 60 frames of nuclear fun. And then explaining that this is my second run of the game. That's it. It doesn't say next gen upgrade at all. But YouTube search hit it and made that be shown at the forefront of what people were searching for. The next search is about 10% of the people found it just after Fallout 4 Next Gen. And then 9% saw Fallout 4 and just Fallout 4. All right? So there you go. Pretty crazy. 40, 50, so 50, 66% of the people who watched the video found it just searching on YouTube, and it hit the algorithm. Why? Right place, right time. Not even the right words. Because nowhere in there does it say next gen update. It's not the next gen update. It's 60 frames because I show you in the video how to enable 60 frames with the FPS boost feature, but it's not the update. It just so happens YouTube put it into that search for some reason. Okay? Now also, this is funny. 36% of people found it through YouTube. 14% found it through Google. And a whopping 30% found it through Twitter. And you might say, Twitter? Well, why is that? Well, I'll tell you why. Because my detractors are fucking idiots. Because as soon as the video started going viral, not viral, I keep saying viral. It's not viral. It's when it hit the algorithm. As soon as the video hit the algorithm, those morons started posting up about it on Twitter. Oh, look, Phil has a video getting views, and oh, let's make excuses as to why, because it's clickbait, because it's this and that, because there's view bots, all of which is wrong. All of which it 100% shows you the actual evidence of why this happened, right? But they idiotically just started clicking on it on Twitter, and it gave it extra views too, okay? So, that's what's going on here. Now, basically, here's the thing about the video, all right? Engagement. The sad fact is, the video has poor engagement, but here's why. When your video starts, it shows me talking and then the intro cutscene of the game. Can you see the game at 60 frames per second in that time period? No. So most people hit play, we're listening to my intro, and we're like, okay, I want to see the gameplay. I want to see what it looks like now. And they clicked ahead. So what you can see is these spikes in the viewership. It's way up, then down, then up, then down, because people clicked at various parts of the video to try to find the frame rate being 60 frames. And it kind of goes all over the place, all right? So on average, most people only watch the video for a few minutes. It says right on it. Like, they watch the first 30 seconds. It says 31 seconds were watched by almost everyone. And then basically people clicked ahead to try to find the moments where there was 60 frames being shown. I'm trying to see here. Yeah, it doesn't really show any other data after that. And I wish there was more kind of data that you could like analyze, but not really. What's sad though is some of the data just doesn't work yet. Like, I was curious, gee, what kind of viewers? Where did what's their statistics? None of that's correct yet. Like, I'm looking and it says only 133 people watched the video. No, more than 133 people watched the video. It's just incorrect data. It's not loaded yet. Some of this data takes like several days to populate. So I can't see like demographics of the audience or anything yet. All right. Now, do you want to know the most ironic part about all of this? You ready? This will be the last piece. We'll talk about this and then we'll move on. The most ironic part about all of it is because there's a section that says revenue. Oh, wow. So, Phil, you actually put out... Hold on. You actually put out a video that got good views, so you made good money on it, right? You want to know how much money I made on the video? You ready for this? Ladies and gentlemen, Fallout 4 Part 1, so far, has made me 3 cents. 3 pennies. That's what I've earned on the video so far. You want to know why? Because YouTube is a piece of dog shit. The system is automated trash. After the video was live for only maybe an hour, maybe not even that, okay? The Content ID algorithm ran. And guess what it did? You're going to love this one. It claims that I performed a cover song of the Fallout 4 title theme in the video. And because I was doing it as a cover performance, I don't own the rights to the video, and therefore they gave the advertisement rights to the video to the owners of the copyright of the song. That's literally what it says. It says, performing a cover song. That's how bad YouTube's Content ID algorithm is. It can't even identify the real song. It thinks it's a cover song of itself, and then Content ID claims your video. Because in reality, guess what? In a playthrough, it's absolutely positively legal to have that music in there. It's fair use. It's a transformative work. They don't have the rights to claim a video game playthrough video. But if I was doing a cover song, then they actually would have the rights. Just think about how stupid that is, right? So, I've immediately, when I woke up yesterday and I saw that, I disputed it. And I just want to make this clear to everyone out there. Do not, in any circumstance, let YouTube or another company bully you if you are a content creator on YouTube. If you put out a piece of content that you are confident is protected under fair use law, always dispute the claim. Always. Never give them a fucking little minuscule spot to try to steal from you. Because these corporations don't care. They will take anything they possibly can from you. For sure. They just want everything. And they don't give a crap about you. They just want your money. And if you put out a piece of creative work and you feel that it should be yours, you should make money on it, you dispute that erroneous claim. Why? Because it's automated. There's not a human that looks at those. That is a very poorly designed AI algorithm that some silver spoon in the mouth, Ivy League trained kid who works at Google wrote the code for. They don't know shit about life. They don't know what fair use law is. They just wrote a code to claim everything for big corps. That's all they did. So you always dispute that shit. All right? And in truth, it may take you a long time because here's the thing. With YouTube, they claim that if you dispute one of these claims and there's no response, in 2 weeks, you'll get the ad revenue. It's wrong. They lie. Because if it's a normal person, they'll take 2 weeks. If it's a big corporation, they'll take a month. They don't care. They'll give them extra time. And it doesn't even say that in their terms of service, nor does it say it in your dispute, but they do it anyway. They did it when I put out my Final Fantasy 13 videos over on DSP Throwback in January. They were telling me, get this, I stole content from the Square Enix YouTube channel and I was using it in my videos. No, I was just doing the raw game, you stupid fucking idiots. But you misidentified it. So I disputed all of it. It took 30 days for them to finally clear the claims. And now I've received some ad revenue on those videos. Not a lot, but I at least got something. In this case, we're talking a video with 25,000 views and climbing. By the time this is done, it could get like 28, 30,000 views. That could make me a few bucks. All right, not a lot. The ad revenue on YouTube ain't great, but it could make me something. Okay, I'm disputing that shit. They have no right to claim the video because the intro song of Fallout 4 played on the title screen of the game. It's not a cover song. All right, it's a video game playthrough. It's protected under fair use. Fuck you. You don't get to steal my money. So you always, always, always dispute. Never let them take from you what they do not deserve. They will do it. They will take everything from you if you let them. You must fight the good fight. They're never going to penalize you because these companies are not going to sue you. That company would literally have to come out and say, we're going to have a lawsuit against you in order for it to be granted. They're not going to have a lawsuit against you. So just dispute it and you will win the dispute within 30 days. Okay? So, yes, that is what I did. So right now, I made 3 cents, but hopefully, you know, let's be honest, the Fallout hype ain't going away. A lot of people are probably going to watch the video in the next week or two. I'll probably get another 1,000 or 2 views on the video. And hopefully, it'll actually make me a few bucks. It won't make me a lot. Like, I honestly, probably maybe like 30, 40 bucks in ad revenue, if that. But that's something. It's more than I make on my videos now. And I deserve it, you know? I put out a quality video at a time when people were looking for Fallout content. Hey, YouTube put it in the algorithm for erroneous reasons because it's not the next-gen update, but YouTube is stupid as shit. Oh, well. And the thing is, this happens all the time. People get this kind of weird popularity, you know, and it's all about, let me put it this way. It's all about then finding a way to, like, replicate, capitalize, etc. So here's the deal. You might say, well, Phil, this is great for you, right? So what are you going to do next? How can you keep, you know, keeping your content in the algorithm? I can't. Because let's be honest, why did this video hit the algorithm? Because I uploaded a video at the right place at the right time while people were searching for content of that game, and it just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Correct? That's why. But how can I do that in the future? For example, when the Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC comes out in June, I'm going to play the whole thing. I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. How can I possibly get this algorithm to hit me again? I can't. Why not? Because people will have it early. What about a new release that comes out? Well, can I hit the algorithm with that? No, because people will have it early. This is why my channel doesn't hit the algorithm anymore. Because I used to be the guy who would go to the game store, get the game at launch, rush home, and immediately play it, and I'd be one of the first people on YouTube to have those videos on YouTube so you could watch the playthrough and judge for yourself if you want the game. They changed the system. It's not about people working hard anymore. It's not about people being genuine anymore. It's about people receiving compensation for early press. So all these people who get the games early, the selected YouTubers who get games early for free, and then they get to exclusively stream or play the game or do their early impressions videos. You know, those people who are basically rich anyway, well, they're the ones who now get the algorithm. No one else can get it because that's how they set the system up now. It's a broken system. There is no equal chance for people to sit there and play the game at the same time. You will always have an upper class, an elite group of very specially treated YouTubers who will always get the games first, who get to put out content before anybody else, and who get paid a lot of money for it. Whether it's a paid promotion, whether it's they just get ad revenue from insane amounts of views they get because they're the only ones allowed to release the content first, they get special treatment. No one else gets it. Okay? It's a system that I've talked about for many years. People kind of push back on me and claim that I'm wrong. No, this is how the system works. I used to hit the YouTube algorithm all the time. Why don't I anymore? Because I can't play the games at the same time as everybody else. I'm just like you. I have to wait for the game to release, and then I play it alongside you. So I'll never hit the YouTube algorithm, because by the time I play the game and put my videos out, there's already 100 people who played it before me. In this case, with the Fallout update, I played the game the night before. YouTube misidentified my gameplay as being the next-gen update when it's not. So it's like releasing videos on release day. And people were like, oh, only this person has it? And then they went and checked it out, and it's not the case. But hey, that's what happened. So I'm not allowed to basically play games that get attention on YouTube anymore because YouTube changed the system and the people who make the games changed the system. And this is what I keep telling you guys. Do not, and I'll repeat this, I'm sorry, do not support and believe that crap content. Anyone who gets a game early, oh, here's my early impressions. Fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. You're some elitist fuck who gets everything. You get paid tons of money. You're a shill. You're not a content creator who's in it for the love of it. You do it to make a paycheck. To get everything early and say everything's good. Go fuck yourself. Don't watch their shit because they're not legitimate. They're just there to make a fucking paycheck. But people don't seem to understand the difference anymore because those are the people who are the ones at the forefront of the community who get all the attention, right? They should not get the attention at all. But they do, you know? But that's who I used to be. I used to be the hard worker who'd be there busting my ass to get the first videos out and give you an honest take on every game I played. That doesn't exist anymore. Now you get the paid advertisements. All those people who get the games early are under a review embargo. They're not allowed to be honest about the gameplay. They literally can basically just kiss its butt. So you are getting a paid advertisement from anyone who has early impressions, first impressions, all that shit. Those exclusive streams and videos are all paid advertisements. But I can't make you be smart about it. You got to do it for yourself. All right? The industry and content creation has changed in the last decade in a very bad way. We got to be smart about this shit. All right? There's a reason why DSP Gaming, that used to be one of the most prominent YouTube channels on YouTube, was pushed down. While all the ball suckers and the dick lickers and the ass kissers got pushed up. Okay? Okay. Anyway, so that's what's going on. So now, let us talk about how I'm changing my